Hello, teacher.
Hi, Luna. Good morning. How are you?
Great, thank you.
I'm good, thank you. Good morning, Judy.
Good morning, teacher. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
I'm very nice. Thank you for asking.
Good. I'm happy. And Margie, good morning.
Good morning, teacher.
How are you? Good.
Fine, teacher. Thanks for asking.
Okay, good. Um, Jamie, how are you?
Good morning, teacher.
Okay. Let's wait just 3 minutes more, then we start. Okay. Good morning, Esteban. How are you? Oh, okay, guys.
Hello, teacher. Good morning. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, everyone. Mm, since we are here all, we are gonna start. I'm gonna show you my screen. Um, so, good morning, everyone, and I hope you had a really nice weekend. Thank you for your attendance again. Um, Today we're gonna talk about comparing things. Yeah, comparatives and superlatives. This is the topic. And before we start, I want you to write on the chat at least two difference and one similarity about the pictures on the chat. Yes, so I'm gonna give you one example. Um, the first picture is looks warmer than the second picture, for example. Okay. Yeah. So vamos a escribir dos diferencias y una similitud entre las dos fotos que ven acá. La escriben en el chat, por favor. Jamie, do you need more time?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, I see. I think everyone's done, or let me see. So Luna says the first picture looks clearer than the second one, and the city is more crowded than the beach. Yeah, that's true. And okay, you're missing the similarity. Margie, the city is noisier than the beach. That is true. Another difference is that the beach has more natural beauty than the city. Correct. And the similarity is that the city and the beach are both popular tourist destinations. True. Good, Margie. Esteban, the buildings are bigger than the palms. Yeah, correct. The city's weather is colder than the beach weather, and in both pictures you can see a lot of snow. Oh, correct. Yeah, that's true. Jamie, both places are sunny. Yeah. The second place has more people than the first, and the first place is smaller than the city. Yeah, that is true. Good job, Jamie. And who's Julie? Uh, so there are clouds in the sky, and there are trees and coconut palms. Okay. And difference picture one is a beach with a that gorgeous view. Yeah, that is good. While picture two is some modern city with a lot of noise around. Yeah, good job, guys. So as you see here, you use so guys, you use some words there to compare, right? To compare things. And I would like to ask you, there are some words that we use to compare things. What what do you know about comparisons? That like what words do we use to compare things? Someone wants to tell me or to say something?
Teacher, for those words are over there.
Sorry?
The words you say do we use to compare things about those words are over there? Over there?
These ones you mean, yeah? These ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, also, yeah, we have these like big, small, expensive, beautiful, and so, someone knows how are these words called? Yeah, Margie?
Adjective.
Yes, teacher. We use ER at the end of the words, for example, big or small.
That is correct. ER.
They are
Juries say, I think these are adjectives, right?
And teacher, also when we are comparing things, we use plus that. Done. Sorry.
That. Dun. Sorry, I write really bad here with this pencil, but you understand. Okay. Yeah, good job, Yuri and Margie. Someone else wants to share something?
And teacher, sometimes, if, for example, there are words that have consonants, so we need to add another consonant just when the word is or has three letters or is composed with three letters. So we need to add the last consonant to add er plus than.
Yes, I know what you mean. That's good, Judy. And yeah, someone else wants to share something? So that's that. Okay. Yeah. Ay, perdón. Yeah, so as you guys mentioned before, the comparisons or comparisons in English, we use them to show difference or similarities between two or more things. It could be, I don't know, people, animals, places, or things. Yeah. Of course, we need to use adjectives, and there are some with here that Judy's mentioned before, like that they have like for example, words that are ending in y, you know, like happy, the word happy, and then when you say something, someone is happier than the other person, an example, then because it has Y, we just change this Y for ER and then would be happier. Yeah, this is just a small reminder. But of course, we have a most of the time we use ER just and the word than. Yes, so it would be more like adjective plus than. Yeah. Let me see what we have here. So these are two examples. For example, this book is more interesting than that one, or this is the most interesting book I have ever read. So here, remember that when we have long words like interesting, we use more. We use the word more, and so we don't need to add here er or nothing else. The word keeps the same, and we just use more. Okay, this is an exception. And then we have, for example, so before we start, I tell you like more. When we talk about comparatives, we always use only two things or two persons or two places to compare. Yes, only two. If we talk about superlative, we use more than three things or three persons, right? So, and what is the difference between superlative and comparatives? Besides that, in superlatives we use more than three things, is that you use only, for example, most, the word most, okay? Because you are talking about more than three things, so you use the most. So this is the most interesting book I have ever read. From all the books, you are talking about more than three, more than two, right? So we have comparatives. Jamie, could you please read these examples for me?
¿Qué atribuciones le podrían dar
He's
ustedes a ese
taller
skill
than me.
especializado?
I'm feeling happier now. We need a
Mm.
bigger garden. This room is more beautiful than that room.
Thank you, Jamie. So yeah, you see here, happier or taller than, or we need a bigger garden. This room is more beautiful than that room. Yeah. Okay. So, and then the superlatives. Luna, could you please read these examples for me?
Yes. Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. She is the most talented singer in our class, and my grandfather is the oldest person in our family.
Thank you, Luna. Yeah. And for superlatives, also don't forget that in words like happier, like happy, we don't use er, but es so happiest. Okay. This, yeah. Okay. And yeah, I don't think. I hope nothing else is missing. Now we have like so what is the comparative of good? Someone knows?
Best,
That not gooder, but
better,
is
better.
Good. Thank you. That is correct. So we don't say gooder. Okay, this is completely wrong. And now comes the irregular comparisons that you need to remember because there are some words that don't follow the rules and you don't add ER, but they have a complete different form and you just need to relearn them by heart. Yes, no tienen que memorizar. So for good is better when you compare two things, and when you compare more than two things, then it's best. Okay, for superlatives, the best. And for bad, for example, when you compare two things, is the worst, worse, and then worst. Okay, for superlatives. Yeah. Do you have any questions? Preguntas?
No, teacher.
Okay, good. Yeah, this topic, is, it's I think one of the topics that you see the most when you are learning English. And but yeah, it always comes, when you are making, when you are doing an exam, it always comes something like about this topic. Okay. So we're gonna do a mini practice, about the explanation. You're gonna write on the chat. I'm gonna give you a sentence. Next slide. Gonna give you a sentence like this one is an example. This laptop is fast. Okay, and you're gonna create a comparative sentence and a superlative sentence. So an example for this is this laptop is faster than my old one, and superlative is this is the fastest laptop I have ever used. Okay. Van a crear, les voy a dar la oración, esta oración que tienen acá. The test was difficult. Y van a crear una oración comparativa utilizando esta frase y otra superlativa. Bueno, la escriben en el chat, por fin. You.
Teacher, is the same one to everyone?
The same one. Sorry?
To all of
Also,
us?
yes, the same one. Because I hope you're not gonna write the same comparative sentence. You can compare the test was difficult with many other things. Okay. Pueden comparar con una experiencia pasada, pueden comparar con el test de otro compañero, o sea, pueden comparar con muchas cosas. Entonces, pues, pueden crear varias, pero sí es la misma, la relación para todos. Okay. Good. So, Judy, could you please read your sentence?
Yes, teacher. The text was more difficult than the last one. A superlative. The text was the most difficult this year.
Yeah, really good. Thank you, Judy. Jamie.
Vamos por clientes reincidentes y cruzamos a ver cuántos nos dan.
Jamie, could you please read?
Yes, teacher, but wait, I can see my oh yeah. The chemistry test was more difficult than the English test.
Sí, hagámoslo con...
And
mentiras.
the TOEFL
Tefi, ¿tú cómo
test
quieres
was the
verlo?
most difficult I ever did in my life.
Really good. Thank you, Jamie. Esteban.
Comparative. This test was harder than the last week's test. Superlative. The test was the most difficult I faced in my life.
Good. Thank you, Esteban. Luna.
For comparative, the test was more difficult than the first we had at the beginning of the semester. And for superlative, this test was the most difficult among my other subjects.
Nice. Well done. And Margie.
Comparative. The final test was the more difficult than the first test, and superlative, this is the most difficult test of the semester.
Cool. Thank you, Margie. Good job, everyone. Nice. What is this one? Now we have this activity. We are going to compare. I'm gonna show you close. Get this here. I'm gonna show you some pictures. Okay. You are 5. Yes, you are 5. We're gonna do this as each of you gonna get a picture, okay? Cada uno de ustedes va a tener una foto para comparar. And you need to write down differences and similarities. Yes, using comparatives, superlatives, for example, bigger, more interesting, the talent, the more expensive, or there are tons of them. And then after 5 minutes, 5, 7 minutes, you're gonna share your comparisons. Okay, you're gonna write it down, and then you're going to post them. I send you the link in front of your picture. Okay, so you are 5. I only have 4 pictures, but one of you gonna do the same picture. So give me a minute. So Luna, you're gonna have this picture 1, okay? All cities versus modern cities, okay? Yuri, you're
Which
gonna
one,
have
Sarah?
this one, artist versus businessman, okay? Artist versus businessman. And Jamie, you're gonna have this one, cat versus the lion. And Margie, you're gonna have ebook versus print book. Okay. And where is Esteban? Esteban, you're gonna have a artist and businessman with Yuri, okay? And the answers, you're gonna post it in front of your picture. I send you the link now. Ay. So, las respuestas las publican al frente o al ladito de la foto que les haya tocado. Aquí envío el link para que entre. Y bueno, escriban tantas diferencias como similitudes puedan. Bueno, y a las 8:47 las publican. Bueno. Pueden utilizar, de acuerdo, en un sticky note. Ahí escriben sus cosas.
Teacher, I don't know, but I have the same problem that last class. That is,
Yeah, true. Then you write it down on the chat, okay?
all right, thank you.
If you want, make at least four comparatives in for superlative, something like this, like Margie did, so you don't think too much.
Teacher, I wrote my opinion.
Let me see.
I use comparative.
Okay, wait a minute. It doesn't matter, it's okay. The idea is to compare. I'm gonna post them here, okay? Mm, Luna, are you almost done too? Four minutes more and then we start reading, okay? And okay, Margie, could you please read your test?
Yes, teacher. Uh, okay, about the picture, um, about the e-books and the physical books. Comparatives, physical books are more expensive than e-books. Carrying an e-book is more convenient than carrying several printed books. Physical books are often more durable than e-books stored on a device. And superlative, reading on paper is still the most popular method among older generations. The ebooks is the most portable format for modern readers, and among all reading options, ebooks are the most accessible.
Yeah, really good comparisons. And do you prefer more physical books or ebooks?
I prefer physical books. I think I can um, collection the physical books, and for me, it's better physical books.
That is good, Margie. Me too. I like more physical books. Thank you, Margie. Well done. Uh, Yuri, could you please read your test?
All right. Mm, in my opinion, I consider it better to be an artist than a businessman because artists paint drop dead gorgeous pictures or landscapes surrounding valleys, mountains, river, etc. While a businessman is working harder to achieve success than other companies because business could bring down economics. Economic or economics teacher?
Economic?
All right, without S. um, on the other hand, it is essential to understand that an artist is more creative than a businessman. But a businessman can dress more elegant than that artists when they are going for events. Events, sorry.
Events. Nice, Yuri. And would you be an artist or a businessman?
I prefer to be a businesswoman.
Yeah, genau, exactly. Sorry. Businesswoman. Why?
Because maybe I can get dressed very nice, use a lot of dresses, and maybe meet important people to learn about them. Or yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, nice. Thank you, Judy. Nice answers. Esteban, please read your answer.
Artist does not care his look than businessman does. Um, Also, artists are more recognized than the world of businessman. Businessman express a harder version of life than artist. Furthermore, both of those have a big impact in our lives. And I think the artists see greater ideas just taken out of the numbers as businessman does. Businessman rules the world due to his emphasis to do better for his incomes. It's well known that artist has a lasting impact because of the depth of his creations.
Nice, good. And would you be an artist or a businessman?
Well, this is a tough one, but I go with artist.
Artist, why?
Like you say in the text, the considered artist has a last impact in history, and also it would be great. Came up with a lot of ideas. Would be great.
Yeah, that would be cool. Thank you, Esteban. Well done. The only thing I would say here about his look, okay? And here I will write about his look. But the test is really good, and you use really nice comparison. And this one is from Jamie, right?
Yes,
No.
teacher. No, mine is
Luna?
the lion.
Oh, okay. Could you please read?
Yes, all cities have more antique objects than modern cities. Modern cities are more likely to have advanced environments than old cities. Both types of cities are comfortable to live in. It will depend on your preferences. Modern cities tend to be noisier than old cities due to the constant full of activities. And normally, all cities are the most peaceful among modern cities.
Yeah, exactly. The most beautiful. Really nice, Luna. Well done. Would you live in an old city or in a modern city?
If I would prefer, or if I live right now in a,
What do you prefer? Yes.
uh, at this moment of my life, I would prefer to live in a modern city because normally they are bigger and have like more, how can I say it, more opportunities uh, to grow in different fields. So I would prefer to live in a modern city.
A modern city. Yeah, really nice, Luna. Well done. Also, nice use of the comparisons. And Jamie, where are yours?
Should I write in the chat
Mira.
because I couldn't join in the app?
Ay, mirar dónde quedó la plata. Pero
Okay,
ahí yo creo
sorry.
que con Clau, de pronto
Could
con
you
Claudia
please read?
revisa. Claudia, tú me puedes ayudar a mirar quién lo retiró. O con Will.
The lion
Y
is
mirar
bigger
por
than
qué
the
lo
cat.
retiraron.
The lion
Porque ese
is
cargo
more
tenía saldo.
muscular than the cat. The cat is
Y
cuter than
una
the
vez hagan
lion.
eso, entonces ahí sí
The
puedes
lion
arreglar,
is
pero de lo
more
contrario, hasta que no se
dangerous
ajuste,
than
no
the
lo pueden
cat.
solucionar.
And the cat is calmer than the lion looks.
Nice, Jamie. The cat is cuter. Okay. And do you prefer? Do you like more cats or do you like more lions?
I like cats. I never have seen a lion.
Y yo creo que
So I don't know.
vamos a tener que
That's
hacer
why I
este
prefer
proceso.
cats.
Entrar.
That's good. Thank you, Jamie. So nice, guys, thank you for your participation. I, I think you know much how to use these comparisons. It's good. Now what we're gonna do next is we're gonna do some kind of debate, okay? You can write down your ideas, but we are gonna do it verbally, okay? You're gonna tell your opinions. Lo van a decir, pueden escribir sus ideas como para guiarse, pero pues la idea es que lo digamos verbalmente sin necesidad de escribir. Each of you, so in pairs, you're gonna get a topic. That is, for example, coffee versus tea. Let's see that you have this topic like Judy and Esteban have coffee versus tea. Yes. Each of you gonna write why tea is better or why coffee is better. the idea is that you use comparisons. Yes, you can talk about why is better, why is worse, or what is healthier, or what is. There are many things that you can say about each of them. You're gonna have, I think, 5 minutes to think about your ideas, and then after the 5 minutes, we start with the topics. As we start to tell the ideas, okay? So van a hacer esa actividad entre dos. Por ejemplo, no sé, digamos que Esteban escoja laptop versus desktop y con Yuri. Y Yuri tiene la posibilidad de escoger entre el laptop o si va a hablar sobre desktop, ¿sí? Y después de 5 minutos de que piensen sus ideas, si quieren las escriben aún para ustedes. Y vamos a, entre ustedes dos, van a discutir. Primero va a tener Yuri compartir sus ideas y luego Esteban compartir sus ideas. Y así sucesivamente. ¿Tienen preguntas? Do you have questions?
Teacher, so first step number one is just describe or say ideas. That's all, or we
Yes.
need to choose with the another classmate.
No, you do it individually. So, for example, we start first by choosing the topics. So, for example, let's say Luna and Jamie. And Luna first chooses one of these 4 topics, okay? And then she chooses the topic, but not in which side of the topic she's gonna be. Then Jamie is gonna choose if she wants to talk about train or airplane, why is better than the other or why is worse. Yes, why is better than the other, and then Luna will have. If Jamie chooses airplane, then Luna's gonna talk about train. Okay. Then you have 5 minutes to talk to say why one is better than the other. And after 5 minutes, each of you gonna explain your ideas. Is it clear, Judy?
Yes, teacher, thank you.
Okay, good. So let me see. So because you are 5, then one of you is gonna do 3. So you're gonna be 3. 2. Let's see. So for example, Luna, it's gonna be with Judy, okay? And Jamie, Margie, and Esteban gonna be together, okay? And so Luna and Judy, who wants to start by choosing the topic? From this one, from here.
Can I start?
Okay. So Judy choose the topic, only the topic. Also, coffee versus tea or iPhone versus Samsung, whatever.
I will choose train.
Train versus airplane, okay. So Luna, do you choose train or airplane? To say which one is better?
Airplane.
Airplane, okay. So Judy, you're gonna talk about why train is better than airplane. And Luna, you're gonna talk about why airplane is better than train, okay?
Okay, teacher. So, in my opinion, I consider train is safer than an airplane because train has
Judy,
safer.
sorry, Judy, you have 5 minutes to think about your ideas, okay? Before,
Oh, sorry.
okay? And then after 5 minutes, we discuss. And Jamie, Margie, so which topic do you want to choose? Besides, also coffee versus tea, iPhone versus Samsung, or laptop versus desktop computer? Write down on the chat to see which one you guys want. Okay, Margie said coffee versus tea. Esteban. Jamie, which one do you want?
Y a mí la vertical me
Samsung versus
pregunta
iPhone.
cosas y yo no sé.
Okay. ¿Y Esteban? Esteban. Esteban, iPhone versus Samsung or coffee versus tea? Esteban. Esteban is not there. I don't know if you have microphone off. Okay, so Margie and Jamie works together, okay? And so let's say Margie, Margie coffee said coffee versus tea. Jamie, do you want to choose coffee or tea?
Y ayer
Sí.
Juli
Tea, okay. So you're gonna talk about why tea is better, and Margie, you're gonna talk about why coffee is better, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so you have 5 minutes, and then you will discuss with Jamie about it. Esteban, so the girls are doing coffee versus tea. Okay. You also please choose if you want to be on coffee side or tea side. Okay. And then later you will say which one is better for you. Okay.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
Should I write the answers in the chat or just tell?
No, just for you.
Okay.
Now, in in 2 minutes, we will start with Luna and Judy, and then you need to tell your ideas, okay? But
Okay.
just like verbally, okay?
Teacher, I did the wrong instruction that you say. I wrote the ideas on the chat. Sorry.
So let me see. You wrote it down. I just saw that. It doesn't matter. But let's see. Luna, we're gonna start, okay? With between you and Judy. So, who had trained Judy or isn't it? Yeah. Judy, tell me your ideas.
Okay, teacher. In my opinion, I consider train is better because it has um its lanes and it helps to reduce accident. Um, yeah, and for another idea is that train is more comfortable that an airplane because a train has a lot wagons. Yes, is wagon teacher?
Along, what did
Uh,
you say?
a lot wagons, vagones,
Vehicles. Mm-hmm.
wagons and short, and it helps many people travel at once, uh, and at one way. Yeah, away,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
away, and also it helps that people enjoy the view of the landscapes surrounding the area they are passing through.
Oh, okay. Good. Thank you, Judy. And Luna, what do you think?
Okay, so I think that airplanes are uh, the fastest type of transportation among all the types of transportation. So some people prefer them for that. You can travel long distances for, I don't know, for long distances for a short period of time. And also,
Mhm.
uh,
even though it's kind of expensive, if you like buy the tickets with time, you can say you can buy them again for a like a well, you have the opportunity to buy them for a
Cheaper?
yes, that was the word, for a cheaper price than if you buy them that very day. Uh, Also, they are if you fly on airplanes, you can well, they are not the most comfortable, but there are some areas like first class or when you can stay and be more comfortable than if you fly with economy class. What else? It's also I've heard that they are safe. I know they have been in accidents, but they are like countless. So I consider that they are very safe. That's it.
Yeah, good job, Luna. What do you think about what Judy said? Do you agree?
Partially, because like every transportation, like every mode, it has the cons and pros. So
Yeah,
yeah, it depends on
okay,
the
good.
person and the budget. So
Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Luna. Nice, well done. And Judy, do you agree with Luna?
Yes, she said good idea. So yes, I am and agree with her.
Good. Really nice ideas from you guys. Thank you. Now we go with Jamie, Margie, and Esteban. So I think Jamie had tea. So Jamie, could you please tell me your ideas?
Yes, teacher. Um, I think the tea is healthier than the coffee and it's more relaxing because it has less caffeine. So it make better if you want to sleep. It is better if you want to sleep. Tea is cheaper than coffee. And tea is more hydrating than coffee too. Uh, Tea is one of the most popular drinks in the world. Green tea is the best option if you want antioxidants. And tea is easier to prepare than coffee.
That's also true. Thank you, Jamie. Margie.
Well, I choose coffee, and I think coffee is better than tea because it gives more energy and helps you stay awake. It has more caffeine, so it's pretty great for studying or working. Also, coffee smells better and is more popular in many places. You can prepare it faster, and for busy people, coffee is the most helpful drink during the day.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Thank you, Martin. Those are also good arguments. Steven, did you choose coffee or tea?
Yeah, I go with coffee.
Okay, so please.
Well, it's coffee because uh, I consider. Sorry, I choose tea because I consider tea has a wide range of flavors, uh, different than coffee. With when you eat tea, when you take a cup of tea, you can add different kind of flavors that depend on your orientations. And also, I think tea is very useful and very healthy. Sometimes when you feel ill, when you feel very low, because it's neutral flavor, sometimes it doesn't require to you add something.
Mm-hmm.
Just take it, just pouring in the tea and just take it. And also, I don't into tea because, sorry, I don't into coffee because when I take a cup of coffee, it really gives me
Mm-hmm.
an instant headache, and that's why I don't
Mm,
take coffee. Yeah, and
okay.
well, like Margie said before, a lot of people take it to start the day, but I think take a cup of coffee when you start the day is like a hit. You need a hit to start the day, and it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't is for me.
Okay, that's also good. For you, which drink is the best drink to start your morning?
Well, in my case, none of those because I just drink water. Sometimes soda,
Okay.
but it's very rarely. Yeah.
Okay, that's also good. Me too. I also drink water. Thank you, Esteban. Jamie, um, um, which, like, in your family, do you drink like more coffee or tea, or which drink do you drink the most in the morning?
In my family, they drink more coffee, but sometimes when they are sick, they drink tea.
Ah, okay. That's also, yeah, tea helps much when you are sick. Thank you, Jamie. And Margie, mm, hmm, for you, which one tastes better, coffee or tea?
For me, coffee. I love coffee because I think, and as I mentioned, it gives me a lot of energy during the day. So I know tea mm, is better for our health, but I
Mm-hmm.
prefer coffee.
Okay, good. Thank you, Margie. I also like coffee, but I don't drink it too often. But it's also good from time to time. It's also good. And thank you, guys. Well done. And so we are gonna do this is a last activity. Again, this is with the wheel. You know, I have here like what is this? It why doesn't work? Uh, you know, I have here my wheel, but I don't find it. Okay, here. So you have here some topics and you need to tell me one sentence using comparisons, ¿ok? Van a decir, depende de lo que les salgan, van a crearme una oración usando comparisons. Y you can tell your opinion, which one is better than the other, cuál es mejor que el otro, ¿sí? Entonces, who wants to go first?
Me, teacher.
Okay, Margie. Margie, cats versus dogs.
Okay, cats are more independent. I'm not sure how to say independent.
Yeah, independent.
Okay,
Mhm.
independent than dogs. And for me, I prefer cats. I have 2 cats in my house, and I think they are better than dogs because I don't need to walk every day to go outside with the cats.
Yes.
And also for me, the cats are more funny and um, cutie, beautiful,
Cuter. Mhm.
cuter
Cuter.
and beautiful.
Nice. Thank you, Margie. So you're a cat person.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you, Margie. So who's next? Who wants to go next?
May I?
Esteban. Yeah. Esteban. You got mountains versus beaches.
Mountains are bigger than beaches, so those are great to practice hiking.
And do you prefer mountains or beaches?
Yeah, I'm more into mountains.
Okay. Why?
Beaches are good, but however, those are so crowded places.
Okay.
Mountains are things when I need, maybe I can go with company or maybe alone, but it's good to practice camping, to, like I said before, hiking, to see all landscapes, also to maybe meet some animals that I can meet in the city. Things like that are I like to practice.
Yeah, nice. Thank you, Esteban. And now Luna, Yuri, or Jamie?
Me, teacher.
Luna. So, studying alone or studying in groups?
Definitely is studying alone because I can concentrate and be more focused on the things that I'm studying. And I don't really enjoy studying in groups because some of them just don't work. So studying alone.
Yeah, that's also good, Luna. So for you, studying alone is better than studying in groups. Good, thank you. We're done now. We got Judy and then Jamie. Okay, so Judy, for you, let's go again around because this one we got it already. So why again this one? So Judy, English versus Spanish.
Um, I consider that is better English. I don't know because it's essential around the world because many people speak Spanish that speak English that is Spanish. So, for example, Spanish is just for Latinos. So if you want to travel or stay for some days in another country, you should know English if you want to communicate with native speakers or to do something to ask for for directions. So you need to know English that is Spanish. So in my opinion, it's better English.
Very good. And yeah,
Y le
thank
dices,
you, Judy.
necesito una.
Now, Jamie, let's see.
Santiago sale a las 4 y usualmente Transfilla se cae por la noche. Entonces
Online
necesitamos que
learning
alguien en la noche esté
versus
monitoreando.
in-person learning.
A ver, que él te diga si Juan Manuel está todos los días en la
In-person
noche.
learning is faster than online learning.
Y si es así, entonces dejas
And
una
which one do
apertura
you prefer?
y Estefanía.
I prefer online learning because I have more time to do my personal things.
¿Me preguntas a mí?
Yeah, that's also good thing. Yeah, well done, guys. Whoopsie. So, guys, this is our class for today. Thank you for your participation. And I hope you remember comparisons again. And yeah, I hope it helped you also to practice a little bit this topic. And I see you around on Thursday. Don't forget, 8 in the morning. And yeah, thank you for your participation. Have a good day.
Thank you, teacher. Have a beautiful afternoon, and thank you
Thank
very much.
you. You too. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Bye.